Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn is showing us his GT tips currently.
And we do not even have the sultry music playing in the background for that.
So none of this fancy Earl Grey muck or anything like that for me. Just a
No Grey Poupon for you.
bag in the a bag in a mug, some milk and some sugar.
There it is. I found it.
There we go.
Oh, excellent! Gotta have that, especially with all the
As soon as
handsome on
The
this
Mayor
show.
of Superstars starts, you got to have a little sultry action going on just to get you in the
There's
get you in the
some,
mood for the
there's
evening.
real handsomeness on this show, isn't there? So.
I mean, generally, whenever we have an earthquake on the show, yeah.
Speaking of handsome, I went to Target today.
No.
I picked up a new action. No, it's not a handsome earthquake, but
Oh,
it's a figure that I think the mayor is going to like a lot, and I'm going to show it to you right now.
Because
I already saw it was on the back.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. 3 heads of it too?
And it's got the old original the WWF title belt that he won from the Sheik. Yeah.
So that's
I got that
84 Hogan still blowing the mustache and bandana.
Yep.
Just
They have a Mr. T that goes with it, but those things are like $35 a piece. And so I told Rachel I can only buy one a paycheck. So that was my first one. And I'm gonna go back and get the other one when I get my other.
You made the right decision, and like I would do, hide the figure behind like an air fryer or something up high behind boxes, so people don't find that, because that's what you got to do. And I have been known, no matter how I've done in my life, I will hide Easter candy behind toasters at the store and wait for them to be marked off 75-90% off, and then pull them down and get the discount. That's a tip for you people out there that are just cheap and like to enjoy the less finer things in life, like myself.
We do not encourage you to break the law here on the Mayor of Superstar. No, I'm just kidding.
No stealing. This is not stealing. This is just investment buying.
Investment buying. That's a good way to put it. Anyway, so I'm here. The mayor's here, of course. And of course, he's not in the chat today. His face is on the screen with us. Glenn Abbott, the research department, is here with us as well. Glenn,
I am.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Oops, I don't know that's come up. Saying some extension is blocked.
Well, you're not frozen, so.
No. Let's got rid of that. Whatever it was.
Okay, let's get rid of it.
Yes. We have some interesting facts on this Survivor series.
Do we?
Firstly, guys, and any fans of the Mayor of Superstars, it's a sad day because this is the final WWF PPV appearance for commentator Sean Mooney. So you won't see him on any more pay-per-views.
Or
his
Superstars?
time in the company is I don't know how many more superstars he's got, but it certainly he won't be around.
That's devastating.
That is devastating.
Whatever the next pay-per-view will be.
The Mayor's Superstars giveth and it taketh away. It tooketh away the warrior, and it's also taketh away Sean Mooney's beautiful eyebrows.
I mean, those eyebrows, you just feel like they shouldn't ever leave you.
No. When I think of those eyebrows, I just think of, yeah. That is a somber no. Anyway, without further ado, I don't have anything else to talk about. If you want to listen to current wrestling talk, listen to A Piece of Business. That's where we do it at. We're going to bring this thing up and we're going to start watching it right goddamn now. It's WWF Survivor Series 1992. You can watch along with us on Spotify, or you can watch along with us on Peacock. We're at all zeros. I'm going to count down from 3. Did I put it up on the screen? Yes, I did. Sometimes I forget. All right, fellas, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, pow. Oh, yeah.
Time for some turkey.
Time for
Now-
some time.
In the UK, speaking of Richfield, Ohio, fantastic. In the UK, do you guys have any sort of delicacies for Thanksgiving, Glenn?
No, because we
No.
don't do Thanksgiving.
Would you like to
We've had
incorporate
this-
it
I've
into
had
your
this
yearly
conversation-
celebrations?
I've had this conversation with Jeremy where we don't feed ourselves in November. We just burn Catholics.
Seems way more sensible. Did you burn them in a casket, Glenn?
No, on a bonfire.
Oh, in a
With
bonfire.
lots
Okay.
of fireworks.
What's on Bobby's jacket there? I can't tell.
Spit from nails, probably.
Well, no.
Mm.
I mean, I can't rule that out either. There's probably spit from nails all over. Like, did you ever see the Gallagher comedy specials where they had to have
Mhm.
like the entire front row in plastic special covering? I
Yep.
feel like that's what they should have done for Nails when he wrestled.
I think you're right.
The splash zone.
The splash zone. They better have. Yeah, I don't know
And
what
no
that
one
is
has
on his
seen-
jacket.
Oh, don't know.
How vibrant Vince is there. Like, he's just full of life and energy.
Talking
and-
of Vince,
God
at this
damn it.
point, just a little fact. In the Colosseum video version of this is the first time that Vince was actually credited as director.
Wow. There we go. It's the perfect comeback, as Mr. Perfect is going to come back tonight. Glenn said he didn't have much research for us on this show, but he's thrown like a couple of gems early. So,
I'm not sure what the Machimos were.
did you guys remember when Shawn Michaels got like kicked? He got beat up by those guys in Syracuse, and then as High Energy's on the way to the ring
High
here,
energy.
and then like they did like he had post concussion syndrome, and they weren't sure if he was going to retire, and they did like that video that was like, "Tell me a lie and say that you won't be." That you remember that? That's how I felt when you told me that Sean Mooney was gone. That song was singing inside my heart. I'm still a little bit upset about it.
Sorry.
I'm still upset. I'm gonna make a video with a montage of Sean Mooney's eyebrows to that song. I'm gonna have to.
Just video pictures of Mooney's eyebrows. Oh, we got Rikishi here.
Yeah, the Usos.
Yeah,
Usos.
the old Usos.
Now,
Which-
Brent, do you think if Coco Beware had this high of energy that he could have possibly beat Boss Man?
No, absolutely not.
He still couldn't have.
We didn't have enough energy. No.
It's still not.
I
high enough.
feel like if he were to wear the suspenders, though, maybe he would have had a better chance.
I feel that. I like his flat top too. That perfect flat top he's got.
Looks
going
like he
right
just
now.
stepped off the set of House Party.
Mhm. Yeah, he's kidding playing.
Yeah. Did you ever see that flick?
Yes,
Okay. Thank God.
I have.
I've never watched any of the sequels, but I think there's like 3 or 4 of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's none of the sequels are good, just the original one.
Have there been too
Ooh.
many movies where you've actually seen sequels and been like, "Wow, this is actually better than the original"?
None that come to mind.
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like the Rocky series, there's a couple of them that I could put up there with Rocky 1, but outside of that, I really can't think of many, series movies where the second or third or fourth one is better.
Well, Empire Strikes Back is better than Star Wars, but that's a
I was-
conversation for a different podcast.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the one that I would say.
Yeah, I
Empire
agree
Strikes-
on that as well.
Some good action here to start this pay per view with two teams who can really go. But the Uso guys still have heat with me because they cost them the tag team. They cost the handsomest tag team on the planet the tag team championship. So I hope High Energy wins.
It's remarkable how fast Owen really moves at this time. Like,
Mm.
you don't see a lot of people with that kind of speed and just, I mean, he's foreseeing the moves probably faster than you can even call them out. Like, it's not like slow down pace reaction. It's just so fast. I mean, it is high energy, not to be corny, but it is.
Vince has no idea what to do. No,
No.
he didn't. And then from there, he has no idea what to do.
He hasn't got a clue either.
No, there's no way he's calling this right now. I mean, Coco's stomping people's feet right now and headbutting them. Oh, don't do
don't do
that. You
that.
don't ever headbutt Samoans.
Come
You
on,
don't do it,
Coco.
Coco. Oh,
You know better than
Coco.
that.
No.
I
Oh,
even
you
learned
must
this as a small child, Coco.
8-year-old Mayor knew not to hit.
8-year-old Mayor knew if he's ever fighting a Samoan, 1, run. 2, if you have any chance, don't hit him in the head.
Yeah, don't. If you see if Simone tries to fight you, just definitely run. That's the best option.
Yeah, just run.
Just
Offer
out.
Girl
I'm
Scout
out.
cookies. Samoans are delicious.
That's true. Those are really good. That is really good stuff. Is he eating turkey out there? Is that what he's got?
I mean, turkey's
Yeah,
delicious.
it's
also.
turkey.
A nice
It's
turkey leg.
Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving weekend, isn't it? This
Oh,
is
yes. What a way
I
to
guess the real
make it
question
make
is, Glenn,
sense.
when's a good occasion to have a good turkey over there in the UK?
Christmas.
Yes, a lot of people have turkey Christmas here too.
I've never been turkey on. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever been turkey on Christmas guy. Not that I'd be opposed to it, but just never been that guy.
So
It's a
we're
standard
kind of
over
weird.
I don't particularly go for it, but it is the standard over here.
I mean, I love turkey. So
Mm.
good.
I can never get enough of leftover turkey sandwiches. My
Mm.
God, turkey sandwiches. Woo!
Speaking of the day after Thanksgiving, Glenn, I'm gonna be having myself a turkey sandwich while the USA is whooping that ass in soccer, pal. You'll be calling it soccer after that day.
Oh yeah, thinking about
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Eve soccer, Thanksgiving Eve turkey stuffing, Thanksgiving turkey. Let me talk to you about that.
That sounds like a good day, pal.
Hopefully, I'll be over your side of the pond when it happens.
Really?
Hmm.
Is
Glenn
that a
might
shoot?
be U.S. bound.
That is a shoot.
I don't know if you want to come over here. It's kind of a cesspool. Anyway.
If you come over here the day before Christmas, I mean Thanksgiving, don't go shopping.
Yeah, don't go to Walmart that day. It's not a good day at Walmart.
Have you forgotten the
find it.
conversation where you said that if you came to Hawaii, you'd never go back?
Oh yeah, I did say that. I do remember that.
Oh man, I'll meet you in Waikiki, Glenn. I've got people.
Well,
I'm just saying. The other week, I googled cities that you can move to in different countries that's best to move to. I googled that a couple weeks ago.
the thing is, Mary, is my other half. One parent is from Manchester here, and the other half is from Honolulu.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, so
Glenn, you ever thought about relocating?
she's in Manchester at the moment, but I get my
Honolulu is
little
beautiful. I did enjoy my time in
heading
Honolulu.
to the wall.
I've never been, but
I feel
like
like
I said,
I
I'll
feel
never
like I
go
could spend
'cause-
every single day of my life there. It was fantastic.
Exactly. I'd never want to come back. That's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
never going to go. So you can tell that this match has been too good because we haven't commented on it, except for the fact that I'm mad at Rikishi for what he did to Earthquake.
Yes, I almost wore a Natural Disasters T-shirt tonight, but I didn't go for pull the trigger because I kind of.
I don't think that's going to be on tonight's episode anyway, pal. So you're in just fine company.
Gosh, he is still chomping on that turkey. That's good stuff. Did you ever see the what was it Kamala eating the raw chickens?
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even cooked. That was literally like they pulled that thing right from the fridge.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Yeah, you might want to skip that one.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
It sounds like botulism and a trip to the toilet for the next 24 hours.
That sounds gross. Joey Morello, the referee, the fans are not excited. Everyone is sitting on their hands. I don't know how you cannot be excited with this kind of
High energy.
lime green pants flying around the ring. Yeah, this sort of high energy. Oh, are we going to get a hot tag? It's going to be a hot tag. Young Mayor is so mad right now because he wishes he was in the front row at this show, and he wasn't.
I was
He had
not.
mono. You shouldn't have been kissing the
I-
girls in the third grade.
I honestly feel like I remember exactly where I was on this day, too. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I remember it.
Oh, big body drop by the Rocket.
You don't see a lot of big back body drops anymore. It's something that's kind of lost over time.
Oh, Is
That's
High Energy gonna?
Crossbody.
Oh,
No.
I thought they were gonna get the win here. I was about to get excited. Owen Hart's a house of fucking fire here. Like he's so
never
ahead of his
slows
time.
down. It's like the cameraman almost can't keep up with him because they have like what 3 cameras at this time. They don't have a whole lot of camera cuts.
Yeah.
And they literally have like the floor camera, I don't know what you want to call that, the fixed camera, and then maybe one from the aisle. They can't keep up with them. Oh, that's it. That's got to be it. That was a quick count, Joey.
It was a bit.
That was a
You
little
think
bit
it's
fast,
30
wasn't it?
You think that's 30 years old? That match would have held up today quite comfortably.
Yeah, that was a good,
Yeah.
solid match.
It really was. In a lot of ways, it's probably better than tag team wrestling you would see on main roster WWE now.
Well, I don't know. You put the Usos in with a team on the sort of the quality of High Energy there.
That's
Because-
true.
If you look at the head shrinkers, they are just the move set is all the same. The Usos have just you can see the Usos have learned from them.
Hmm.
Right.
What are they drawing here? Is this it looked like a cactus wearing a hat.
It did. It did look like a cactus hat. I was gonna say it looked like a penis with a hat on it, but you and a higher.
I was a bit more correct, friendly here.
Probably the brain Heenan's got his hands on some sort of gizmo that does
The-
that. So
the
could
illustrator.
well be. And here he is. There's the man himself.
Oh, pal. I wish I had that song. Tell me a lie and say that you won't go. Poor Sean Mooney. He's here at the Survivor Series. Look at the eyebrows on this man. We're gonna be sad to see him go. He's a Mayor of Superstars Hall of Famer.
I really miss my homies. Didn't have to go away.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Oh
Ah, fuck.
no, you ruined everything, Nails.
Get your umbrellas.
We're sitting here having a special moment with Sean Mooney pouring a little water out for his eyebrows, and now you're just slobbering all over the place, you big goof.
Fucking dauber.
Pointing and slobbering and choking and stupiding.
Glenn, do they show the TV show Coach with Craig T. Nelson over there? Have you ever seen this?
No, I haven't.
I didn't figure.
They just cut the action scenes of football to European football. He's just a college. He's just a football coach.
Oh,
They coach the Minnesota State soccer team.
It's just M for like Manchester
hmm.
That's
instead
great.
of Minnesota.
And Glenn, we're not going to give you any context of what we're talking about either. We're just going to move on and talk about Nails' terrible haircut.
Oh,
Nails terrible. Can you have a good haircut with that head of anything? It looks like a head of cabbage ready to explode.
You have that good of a haircut with that head of face? No.
That head of face. Like, why are you letting this man talk? Like, cut this short. Give him 3 words.
And he's had so much promo time over the last couple weeks. Like, why let this guy talk? I mean, look at him.
They're giving him more promo time than Roman Reigns on SmackDown. What is going on here?
I can't understand it. Somebody must have liked him. He's been on every single Superstars over the last few weeks.
It surely wasn't Vince. He choked the man.
The Undertaker.
Yeah, he did.
He's still going. What is he reading? The Declaration of Independence?
Jesus.
What is he doing? How is
He
he
looks
still
like he's-
going?
Is he constipated? Does he need to go to the bathroom? What's wrong
Dusty
with
Rhodes' Hard Times promo wasn't that long.
this? Oh God! It's funny that you say that because Nails was, quite frankly, serving hard time. So it's really good that you brought that up.
We were the ones that were serving the hard times.
Yeah.
Watching
Behind the scenes, there were a lot of them. Oh man, it's
Oh,
Sweaty
he's
himself.
Big ol' Ray sweating. From his chest pubes to his ball fro, he's got sweat all down it. You know he does. Oh God, there's a ladder behind him. Are they gonna have a ladder match?
It's a ladder match between Nails and Boss Man. Why is he walking like he's trying to hold in a turd?
I'm telling you, he has intestinal distress. Somebody get that man a Pepto.
He's still walking to the ring. Boss man's gonna play his music and get out there before him. He's just gonna pass it in the aisleway.
And if you think I'm gonna change your diaper after the match, Nails, you're wrong.
You don't know. You come down to Cobb County, Georgia, they'll tell you something like, "You can't poop your pants over here, stupid Nails."
Yeah. Gross.
Oh, here he comes.
He's running. The Ultimate Warrior. Sorry.
What is he? What is Nails doing? Oh, here he comes.
It's a nightstick up on a pole match. I was gonna say something worse.
Oh, you're serving hard times here. Boom, boom. Throw those turkeys.
Oh boy.
Over the last,
Oh,
over
we're
the
to the choking. We knew we had to see it that quick. It
Yeah,
couldn't go
yeah.
without choking.
no,
Who's this
Over the
referee,
last-
Brent?
Kyoto.
Oh, that's cute. Every time I don't recognize Kyoto because he looks so young here. Like, I can't visualize Mike Kyoto looking like that.
Well, go ahead and visualize it, pal. 'Cause it's right in front of you.
Yeah, it's tough.
over the last month or so, that could have been the subtitle for the Mayor of Superstars. What is Nails doing?
Come with us on the tour down of what the fuck was Nails doing on the Mayor of Superstars.
Why is he choking someone for 15 minutes? Oh, we're actually getting a little fight here. We're getting a
Yeah.
brawl.
That was actually pretty cool. That like big boot that he landed at the corner. That was
Yeah.
actually pretty nice. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
They're throwing some good punches between the two of them. I've always liked the way Boss Man punched. As stupid as that sounds, like he always was such a good puncher.
Hell of a
He
working
was a great
punch.
puncher.
Oh,
I mean, I guess anyone that probably learned in that territory
do
probably.
you think
could
he
throw some
made a really
punches.
good punch? You think he could make a really good punch?
Oh yeah, he's got a good Boss Man punch. Do you think he favors the orange or pineapple in the punch? Because that's really the key.
Mm,
yeah.
that's real.
To me, I think you have to have more pineapple to orange to all the other elements of the punch. I think that's the key that carries it. But
Glenn,
who
how do you
knows?
feel about punch?
Definitely pineapple.
yeah,
agree.
see, there we go.
It's a little bit of vodka. I'm just kidding. I don't drink
Mhm.
vodka. Put some tequila in it. That's what I like.
I'll tell you this. Yeah, talk to me now. We're gonna
Talk to
let me talk to you. You put some Hawaiian punch in a bowl with some rainbow sherbet and some vodka. Whoo, you're on to something, pals.
Sounds delicious.
In a bowl, and you scoop it out. Boom, you're good to go. Not that we're promoting that to anyone under the age of 21 in the United States of America.
Absolutely. Drinking
Don't
age
do
is
that.
what, 12 in the UK, Glenn?
If you've got a mustache,
18.
18.
18.
It's like, he's in the third grade. Third grade stressful. Give him a pint.
How strict are they in the identification of minors in the UK?
Ooh.
Very.
Very? Okay, so you
Yeah,
can't just
very.
like show up and
No. Basically, places can lose their license, and they
So it's
do.
the same as here. Yeah.
Yeah. And they do send in people that look or are underage to see if they get checked.
Here we go. He's ascending to the top rope. His Nail's going to get that nightstick down. And what's he going to do with it once he gets it down? He's going to fucking choke him because that's what Nails does.
Now, as Brent pointed out in other kinds of blank on a pole matches, if you're not the one that actually gets it down, do you think you should be able to use it? Or would it be a disqualification then if you used it, Glenn?
I think it should be a disqualification if you use it.
Good. That's
Because
the
I'm not-
same camp Brent and I
because-
are in.
Because
It's still a foreign
okay.
object to you.
yeah, we'll discuss it in a minute because it'll be a spoiler coming up.
Oh. We'll see some shenanigans. Somebody in
Mike-
the crowd has the
Mike
Nails.
Kyoto's going to use it on both of them?
I wish.
Yoda gets so tired of this, he just climbs up there and gets the
He just throws his hands up and he's like, "Ah, damn it. God damn it, pals." For some reason, he turns into Vince.
Amazing. Both men are down. Who do you? The nightstick is dangling. Wouldn't it be just hilarious if it fell? That would be some WCW shit if it just fell off there.
Yeah, that was
It just falls.
It just comes down.
Well, that's it. We're going home, guys.
I'm scanning the crowd to see if I can see any cotton candy making its way through the crowd, but I can't see any.
I need to scan the crowd and make sure that see if I
That
see
fucking thing's up there tight. Sorry.
any fellow Ohioans I may or may not know. No.
That's Kenny from in the 3rd grade. That motherfucker owes me a nickel.
Yeah.
Fucking Kenny.
Kenny.
See,
Kenny.
Bossman had the stick. That should be the end of the match.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh, right to the throat. That's got to be
And as you
that's
say,
got to
that
be
should
illegal.
Disqualification because that is using a foreign object because Bossman got the stick.
Right.
And no one twists a stick quite like Nails.
No.
Nails has got the magic.
He does manipulate his stick well.
No. Oh,
ooh, nice punches by Bossman.
That's why you're the prisoner and he's not the prisoner.
Nice Bossman slam, sidewalk slam, 2.
Okay.
That's got to be 3.
God damn it. So you just you tell me that's gonna be a nightstick on a pole match. We barely get any use of the nightstick.
Yeah.
And the Bossman wins.
He might as well walked out there with that.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason for it to be a nightstick on a pole match.
No.
Now, I have not been into an American jailing facility before, but do you get an undershirt when you wear those jail suits?
So, like, typically,
As
I've never been in a
Nails
jail.
has been.
I've never been in a jail suit quite like that, but typically they take your clothes and your shoes. You get to keep your underwear, but they take your clothes and your shoes, not your socks. You get to keep your socks, and then they give you like these prison slippers, is what I used to call them, and then they give you stuff that you have to put on. Yeah. So,
But Nails would not have gotten it kept his undershirt as a
no, I don't.
prisoner.
No, they would have took that away for sure.
Yeah, Nails.
Anything that you
get
can-
your gimmick.
Anything that you could harm yourself with, they take from you.
Yeah. Look at Razor looking like $1 million here.
I mean, Flair doesn't look so bad himself either.
What an
No.
odd couple, though. It's a tag team. What an odd couple.
Yeah, you've got the Miami cocaine dealer, and
Well,
I mean that's really what he was going for.
well.
I mean, I didn't think about it
Miami
as a
cocaine
child.
dealer and the guy who buys it from him is what it looks like.
And his number one client.
Craig, I'm the lawyer here. I'm not saying that Ric Flair's a cokehead. I'm just saying he looks like a guy who could be.
It's
I'm amazed Jim had time to do this. Him being to do his Hall of Fame speech and all.
I'm surprised that he's still wearing overballs and nothing else.
What a weird group of people. Like there's Mr. Perfect, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Vince McMahon, but fucking Hacksaw. Why is Hacksaw Jim Duggan here? It makes no sense that Juggan's
Hacksaw
there.
Hillbilly Jim.
It's a bald knee.
Like what happened to Gorilla at this time? Gorilla was still here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he saying you can't do that? You can't join Macho Man?
Yeah, I think this is where they had the argument about.
Yeah, this is basically where he said, "I'll do what I like. I'm Mr. Perfect. You can't tell me what to do."
Ooh, Bobby said no.
Bobby should have known slapping people wasn't a good idea the time he slapped Andre.
Yeah, he picks all the wrong people to slap, doesn't he?
He really does. He really does.
I mean, Andre probably had been on that short list of people you don't want to slap.
Yeah.
No. And slap a giant? No.
No.
Oh, he said, "Don't spit on me like Nails." Come on.
Bobby was so good back then. I feel like Paul Heyman's in that same range right now today, and maybe it just nostalgia for Bobby, but I feel like Paul is in that same range, is just as good as Bobby was back then.
Yeah. Because when Paul used to do commentary too, he was good at that too, just like Bobby was. I think you could put them in the same category. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's so much as managers, just commentary and like personality wise. Like if once that red light is shining, the camera's pointing at them, they're on. You've got good television no matter what's going on. You can do anything. You can have perfect dump water on his head. He's making it look like freaking Oscar award-winning television or whatever.
That was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I wish I could do a good Ric Flair impression, but that's a failure.
See, look
What
how
about
big
you,
Ric
Glenn?
Flair's nostrils are. Good God Almighty.
Well, it's called Flair. Of course, he flares his nostrils.
Woo! The real world's champion. How was that? Was that good?
Champion. I love when
Champion.
he says champion.
Champion.
It sounds like Funyun, but with champ.
Okay.
As we're not getting many facts on this one because we know everybody. Just looking through the IMDb thingy about it. The top review talk about sell it to the AWIP audience. It says clearly the WWF was sorting itself out of the post-Hogan era at the time of this event. Despite a few hints of things moving in the right direction, Survivor Series 92 is a kind of a mess and ultimately very skippable in the PPV canyon. Canon.
That sounds like it's right up our alley.
Oh, for that.
Glenn, that sounds like the description of this show.
That's what I thought.
Old 2 Chainz here. This is a very long promo.
Yeah, it really is. They've been going a while with Razor and Rick.
Razor and Rick. Ric Flair still wrestling? No, I'm just kidding. Just the one match.
Well,
Just
he
the one
may still
last
be.
match.
We can't rule anything out. He's
God,
had 19
please.
retirement matches.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe they could get Terry Funk to wrestle him. One more old retirement match for Terry Funk. I'm just kidding.
How often have you ever flicked your toothpick as you've walked away from a restaurant and, said some sort of Razor Ramon line?
Many times when I was a child.
I'm glad.
Glenn,
you
how many
clarified.
times?
I thought
How many
we did it this
toothpicks you
week.
got in your top drawer?
There's some over there in the cupboard.
You grab one out every morning before you go to work and put it in your mouth, don't you?
Certainly don't.
and then
Splinters in
Glenn
its
gets
tongue.
to work and he says, "Say hello to the bad guy." And he
Bad guy.
throws it. He goes to work.
Is everyone here to see WCW? Or
Oh,
Hey, speaking of marijuana, here's
this
your
is
brethren.
this here on commentary is where Vince doesn't even know his talent.
wait, he doesn't know Rick
It's-
D'Amato Martel?
He
It's called
knows
Tom
he
Zink.
knows it's Rick Martel, but he says that he's a great intercontinental champion when he never ever won the intercontinental championship.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
no. Tag team champion, but never.
If you would have asked me if Rick D'Amato Martella has ever won an Intercontinental Championship, I probably would have said at least once, probably.
Mhm.
Mayor.
Well, Vince thought so as well, and he owned the company.
Well, then at least I'm in good company.
Mayor, how long ago was it? How many episodes ago was it that Tatanka got his feather stolen from Rick?
By
D'Amato
Rick
Martel?
Martel. This is a really long payoff. This is like 21 weeks in the making.
Yeah, it really is.
This is like 6 months of payoff to get his feathers back, hopefully.
I feel like it was like one of the first couple episodes that we watched, and we're on like episode 30 something now, where he stole his fucking feathers, and now they're finally going to pay it off here in Richfield, Ohio, which everybody knows that's where Tatanka's from. Is from Richfield, Ohio. That's not true.
There are many teepees and wigwams in Richfield, Ohio. Just all over the place.
I've never been there, so maybe.
It's actually, some places are known as like Little Chicago or Little New York. This is actually known as like a Little Trail of Tears, Richfield Coliseum.
It's got to be a parking lot now, right?
Yes, it actually is.
Okay, so
It's a parking lot for like an industrial facility with like a bunch of buildings.
Well, fond memories you had at the very first Survivor Series.
Yeah, that and this is I think where Jordan hit Game 6 winner over for Danny Ferry.
Craig Elo.
Craig Elo, yeah. I believe this is the same exact building, probably 3 years earlier, 3 years later.
Yeah. So no, it would have been 89 or 90 when that happened. Because around this time they were winning championships. We were in the midst of our second championship run in 1992.
Yeah,
Don't worry, we beat you in the playoffs that year too.
Yeah, I know.
Anywho, this isn't the basketball chat.
No.
This isn't the basketball chat. That's not what we're doing.
We need to talk about either Rick Martel's fantastic hair or Tatanka's very, very red mullet that he's got going on. Like, what do you think the repercussions of how he would have been perceived if he would have spray painted the back red and kept the top brown? Do you think he would have been a main event player?
Maybe.
That was the one thing missing, pal. It would have changed the entire trajectory of Tatanka's career.
I mean, you never know. Something as small as that could have been the missing link.
Yeah, you never know, pal. If only we had a time machine, we could go back and say, Tatanka, no, spray paint the back of your hair, pal. You'd be world champion. Champion.
Yeah, world champion. People are confusing you for the Red Rooster.
Apparently, his hair became the missing link.
Because it started falling the fuck out, yeah.
Tatanka's still a pretty jacked dude, though.
I mean, god damn it, pal. Both these guys could be maximum male models if they wanted to be.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the stun gun.
I've always loved that move.
It's very effective.
You don't see many people use it these days. I see where is Dax or Cash? One of the two guys from AEW. I think it's Dax that uses it often. But that's about it. I don't really see too many people use that. They should.
They should. They definitely should. The model Rick Martel. I thought you were going to tell us when you said Vince doesn't know his talent. I thought you were going to say that he just spent this entire match calling him Tom Zink. He's like, Tom Zink here, ready to take out Tatanka. Love this Tom Zink guy.
Chief J Strongbow versus Vince. That's not Jay.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not Jay? It looks like him. What do you mean? Goddamn, pal.
Jay's Italian. He's not even Native American. His last name's Scarboni.
Yeah. His last name is like Scarbo or something like that. Motherfucker had lasagna on the way out here. He is not. He is not. Old Chief. Oh, something's happened in the crowd that got the fans' attention. That's the first time anyone stood up all night is whatever's transpiring in the crowd right now.
Is it Doink?
It might be.
I feel
Doink.
like it's got to be Doink, right?
It's probably
got to be, hasn't it? He's been everywhere.
Because I feel like Doink had been interfering in Tatanka's matches around this time.
Huh.
Hit him with the Gator Royal.
Right.
No, he's not
the Gator Royal?
Oh, there
you
he
call
is.
it. There he is.
He's making balloon animals.
He's making balloon animals for the little kitties.
Now, do children actually like clowns? Because I feel like they don't.
A lot don't.
I'm not a fucking adult who doesn't like clowns. Kobe. Yeah, if you get a clown, I've said this many times. If you get a clown near me, I will punch a fucking clown. The motherfucker's up to something. I had a friend. Well, he's still my friend, but when we were little, we grew up in the same neighborhood, and I always go over to his house. And his mom was like obsessed with clowns. So they had like all this clown shit everywhere. And it's like, he's like, hey man, you want to come inside? No, never. I don't never want to come inside your house. Fuck your house. I'm burning your house down. No, I hate your house. I go inside.
Yeah, bunch of clowns everywhere. Clowning ass clowns.
Hell no.
Yeah. No one likes clowns. I really feel like they don't.
And I hope my friend Andrew never hears this podcast because one day he's going to show up at my house with a fucking clown. I know it if he hears this. So I hope he doesn't ever listen. He won't, so
that's it. I'm fighting Andrew.
don't you fucking dare. You want to get a clown beat up in my front yard? Is that what you want?
I'm just gonna pay a singing telegram to come to your house. I've got the address. It's coming.
He'll be meeting a dog named Kaner. That'll be his first problem. A lot of headlocks. in this
Tatanka needs to pull those trunks down. I'm not saying anything, but
Yeah. Oh, well,
he's
a little pound,
really, he's getting really cheeky here.
Let's just say that Tatanka's got a honky tonk badonka donk. That's for sure. I've been waiting to say that on the podcast for years, and I'm glad I finally got
He's
it.
got a
You
tatonk.
got
He's
it
got a
now.
tatonky tonk vadonka donk.
That's great.
Oh, man.
That's great.
Yeah. You-
Holy fucking cow! Like, how many angles can they show us Tatanka's ass? So like, oh, here's another angle.
we have
Like
one more for
Sabres.
you.
What the fuck was he making? That looked like he was making a dick. Didn't that look like it was, that's what it looked like he was making. What the fuck is going on here?
It's not doink. It's something else. We won't even say it.
Boink. What is this thing?
It's boink.
It's a swan or something.
There was a guy in a white jacket who was pissed.
I see a Cleveland Indians hat from Major League era. I see Wahoo out there. You see that?
I do.
Front
Right there in
row.
the front row. He has a jean jacket on. Did he leave or did he not leave? Get that fucking clown out of here. I hate him. Uh-oh. There's a cop making his way through the crowd.
He's pointing to Wahoo. He said that will not be allowed in the year 2022.
Get that out of here.
Get that out of here.
And Mayor, do you want to know who this referee is?
I didn't really take a look at him. Let me
Yeah,
see
I
if
have
can
no
get
idea. I don't know who it is. I was just gonna say I don't fucking know who he is. I have no idea.
That's Patty McGillicuddy.
Patty McGillicuddy, absolutely. He's gonna be rooting for the Huskers tomorrow
Mhm.
in Ireland. Glenn, why don't you pop over there? Watch the Huskers play. Just get on a bus. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Now,
definitely.
a question for Glenn. Do you watch any American football at all?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Mhm.
Do you have a team that you root for?
Yeah, but back well back when we first started getting American football over here, it was the Dolphins. So I
Okay.
still keep an eye on their results.
Because I feel like the Jaguars and Dolphins spent a lot of time in England for the first couple years, off and on.
They did.
Excuse me. They did that because they're the two worst teams in the league. I can't be throwing shade. I like the Bears, and we're terrible.
So
Nice arm drag.
the early 1980s, when American football first took off over here, they were quite big. They were quite big then, weren't they? Though? So
The Dolphins, yeah.
Dolphins. You had Dan Marino and all that
Mhm.
lot.
And Mark Duper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember the name Duper. I'll never forget the name Mark Duper. I don't know why, but I just won't. Threw him over the top rope to the floor. Tatanka's back has got to be hurting. I got to say, for being a model, the pink trunks really clash with the red fucking maroon elbow pad. So you should do a better
really
job.
gotta match that up. Like he must have gotten stopped in Richfield, and
Maxine Dupree would never. That's all I
no,
can
you
say.
can't have that clashing color with your pink trunks and pink knee pads.
No, absolutely.
At least go with a neutral white. Come on, you match your boots, match your wrist tape. Don't go with that crimson red.
Come on.
Come
Martel,
on,
you're
man.
better than that.
You're a
Better
model.
than that, Martel. You're a goddamn model. Have some respect for yourself.
Mhm.
You're not Tom Zink. I'm just kidding. No disrespect to Tom Zink.
Around this time, was this the Pepsi Cola time where Cindy Crawford was opening the Pepsi bottles? Do you think, or was that a little bit later?
I have
Those
no
are good
fucking idea.
commercials.
I have no idea
They
what you're
sound
talking
good.
If you remember those, Glenn, those were good commercials as a child.
We didn't get them.
Oh,
Glenn remembers Cindy Crawford in 1992 is what he was saying.
Yes.
There we go, pal.
as Conrad would say, "Roll Tide."
All the way live.
All the way
Oh,
live.
yeah.
Some nice shiny objects.
We don't say roll tide all around here, Mayor. Come on.
No, we don't.
We don't say that. Y'all don't say that.
Y'all don't say that. Yeah, we don't.
Oh,
God dang.
fire it up here.
Tatanka's all the way live. Speaking of all the way live,
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Tom Zink is in trouble.
he's calling for the rain dances and gut kicks.
Uh-oh.
You got Kaner going crazy.
That's right.
None of the
That's
websites
rugby.
actually
Or rugby.
credit referees in any of these.
Darn
trying
it.
to see if I can find out who this was. But
That's too bad. So Opie Taylor it is. Opie Taylor, the referee here.
Mhm.
You got to get an Andy Griffith reference on Mayor of Superstars, or it's not the Mayor of Superstars.
That's right. We got to get that in, and the plug for the TV show Coach, which we
Yeah,
still
well,
haven't
we've-
gave Glenn any context on.
We've
will.
already met both of our criteria. 2, 3, nice fall away slam. I loved
That's
it.
it. That guy's fucking happy.
He had his Hank Williams Jr.
He
shirt
did.
on. I don't know what that had to do with the Tonka, but he was really happy.
He did, and he's getting his feathers back. He's getting his feathers back.
I mean, that's what this story is built up to. That's long-term storytelling right there for anyone that wants to look how happy this man is dancing around with his feathers.
He's very excited to have his feathers back. He gave him the balloons and then he popped them. What a dick. That girl tried to slap him. I wish
She
she would have.
deserved it. Yeah, she should
Slap
have.
his stupid clown face.
I hope Doink doesn't take his feathers, because that'll just be another 6 months of trying to get him back while
Oh,
he throws
God.
confetti at a bucket at him.
Save me.
And Tatanka's just gonna be like, come
All
on,
right, pal.
guys, can I just have my feathers?
The next match is really long, and so we're going to save it
Ooh,
for part
yeah,
2.
We are
That's-
not gonna do that match. Uh-huh.
It's time for me to get to bed so I can get up early tomorrow and watch the Nebraska Cornhuskers play football because I'm super excited. Glenn, what do you got to plug?
Well, I think we've done it all. Just a piece of business.
That's right.
You can follow me, GA WrestleNut, on Twitter. Apart from that, that's it.
Mayor of Canton, I always like to ask you, what do you got to plug?
Giving a little look over to my left here at that SportsWire radio emblem. If you ever see that pop up in our retweets, anytime you ever see that, you ever see Thomas Bryce tweet any kind of interviews, just listen along. Give him a listen. The guy's great. He does some great interviews. You get to hear some perspective on English wrestling, British wrestling. I don't know what the proper terminology is. I believe it's British wrestling, correct, Glenn?
Brit Rest.
Brit Rest. Okay. You ever want to
Shorten
listen
it
to
up.
any of that? He's your man, and anything else that he's been promoting, any kind of podcast, listen on SportsWire Radio, and I'm going to give it a good old college try. Listen to the Sportinarium player. It is great stuff, and you can hear us on there. You can hear Piece of Business on there, hear Glenn's fantastic voice, and hear Brent's fantastic voice. Maybe me every
Well,
now and again say
I don't
something or
know.
other.
I don't know how great my voice is, but Glenn's is nice.
Yeah, Glenn's is nice. All the ladies love Glenn's voice. I play this podcast for my wife, and she's like, "Who's that nice fellow?"
That's ironic because my wife said the exact same thing.
Exactly. Yeah, no one wants to listen to me or you. They just want to hear Glenn's voice. But yeah, give us a listen. Give it a try if you're just hearing us for the first time. Click that SportsWire Radio. Follow Thomas Bryce. Follow Glenn at GA WrestleNut. Follow AWI Pod on Twitter, Instagram. Maybe you'll get to enjoy some of this down the line. And yeah, we'll be here to make you laugh.
And one other thing, if
Mhm.
you follow at Piece of Business on Twitter, tell him he's a twat and needs to come back.
Don't be a twat. Don't be a twat. Goddamn.
And you can even hear the twat of the week.
Oh, you can, and we've got a doozy this
And
week.
I can't wait for this week's, because there's some contenders out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a good one this week.
There's always contenders for that, pal. Well, that's it. We got nothing else left for you. We will talk to you next time.